So, I feel like I should preface this. Before I start this video, this is just a warning, I guess. This video is not scripted. This is just me streamlining my thoughts. It's gonna be minimally edited on the vocal end. I will try to make it entertaining, so all of you skibbity toilet enjoyers, this probably isn't the video for you. Yeah. Or if you are interested in caring about me, you might want to get some Subway Surfers or some Family Guy clips in the background. Anyway, the other thing, you want to just know that this video is not for the faint of heart. This video that's ahead is me at my darkest. It's not going to be very pleasant at all. It's going to be very personal to me, and there may or may not be mention of topics that I don't think kids or anyone under the age of 18 should be hearing. I don't know if this is gonna stay true, but we'll know. I'll know for sure once I have finished editing this, right? Future editor star. Anyway, so man, this is really awkward, but I'm gonna go through with it because it's important to me. Yeah, so I guess how I should start this. First off, I just want to say that where I've been, well, a few different things. First off, school, university, a 4-year one. School just got way overwhelming because I had a lot of classes this semester. I'm recording this after I finished my finals this week, and this is being recorded on a Saturday, like the Saturday after finals. So yeah, now that I have more time, hopefully I can start getting to work on more content. Because I've missed this, really, to be honest. Although, like I've mentioned in my community tab, if you keep up with that, I've been working on music, and not to plug briefly, but I do music as under the pseudonym Deprivation with 2 N's. I just put out a new EP that came out as of recording this about 5 days ago, and the reception to it has been fucking amazing. Like, I never really expected people to actually listen to my music the way that they have. Like, my music is fucking hot garbage, like holy shit, but people are still listening anyway. That just makes me feel so happy, and it boosts my ego in a way I never thought I had an ego. But yeah. Anyway, so I guess enough of plugging. Let's get to the meat of the issue. So yeah, I started this channel, started the Cosmos, because I wanted to take a try or an attempt at making content, and it's been my dream of being a full-time YouTuber for the longest time. And this is kind of a analysis, and also kind of a rant, and just a philosophical video, I guess, all rolled into one, while also being super personal and probably gonna be dark. But anyway, so I started this channel with hopes of, you know, eventually catching on traction, and I've learned a decent bit. Like, I've learned that a lot of my thumbnails are good, and I've learned that my ideas are good. It's just sometimes the algorithm's gonna chew you up and spit you out. It is what it is that way. And it really got to me with the Breaking Bad videos, because I spent so much time between those two. Like, I mean, so much time, and never again If I struggle with content like that, I'm gonna be having help, or I'm going to just scrap it, because that drained me, and it really hurt, because that video did not the actual, the one that mocked or was kind of aiming to be like a game theory or film theory-esque tribute or parody, I guess you could say. But the second one, man, I'm so fucking sad about that. And you know, I never talked about it, but the person who did the thumbnail for that fucking was a scammer and just fucked me out of my money. And I think that's part of why that video just fucking bombed as bad as it did, because man, it showed up in like 4,000 or 5,000 people's fucking For You pages and their main home pages, and the thumbnail just looked fucking awful. It could have done so much better. It could have been my first video to pass fucking 1K. Like, God, I'm still so sad about it. It could have absolutely smashed and been my new highest video. And I've realized and taken time away to realize that I really shouldn't be giving a shit about analytics, because I did start the channel with hopes that I would blow up, but also another thing that I was hoping would happen would be I would enjoy it, which I have, and that I wouldn't become an asshole like I kind of was there towards the end of my my little stint. Like I just kind of made myself out to be, and then I just kept on trying with more YouTube Shorts content. It just fucking flopped on TikTok and over here on YouTube. I just kept trying and trying, and it just fucking bleh. I'm just sad about it. I shouldn't be. I really shouldn't be, but I just kind of am. And at the end of the day, you know, I've learned and I've realized over the last few months that YouTube isn't really about that. And if I blow up and I get lucky, I hit a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, you know, I'm lucky, you know. I'm really fucking lucky, because no one is guaranteed success here. And I'm fortunate enough to have all of y'all who are watching and tuning in and staying as far as y'all have. Which, by the way, I want a side tangent, because there already been like a million of these in this video. But thank y'all so much for all the support in the community tab, and also for just continuing to watch my videos, because I don't know what I would do if people weren't watching, or if I had like 5 views for a video or something. I don't know what I would do. It makes me happy that people are still tuning in, and they're still, you know, have interest and show faith in me as a content creator, and are still hanging around despite me being a god-awful content creator and just having a dog shit voice and all of whatever else. Like, thank you guys, like, legitimately from the bottom of my heart. Like, God. Anyway, off to the sappy shit. So, if you part of the reason why this video is entitled Leaving Meaning, besides being a Swans reference, if you know who they are, it's probably just me being a nerd. But this YouTube channel, from here forth, I promise nothing but pure, honest, 100% effort content. Whether it's me editing the video, it's someone else editing the video for me, or it's someone else someone else's guidance or thoughts put into my editing. Legitimately though, thank y'all so much, because I don't know what I would do without y'all. And this YouTube channel is part of what's keeping me alive, because even though there's still some transphobic motherfuckers commenting shit every now and then, most of y'all have been so supportful, and despite my voice, you know, y'all still hang around, and that means the world to me, you know. But my philosophy on YouTube was to get big, to go rich, or to die trying. You know, the classic capitalistic motto of get rich or die trying. But I realize it's really meant to be an art form and an art therapy, and I lost grip of that. I know I keep going in circles, but I'm trying to bring it together. I kept trying to get, you know, on the algorithm and trying to get in its favor by being clean and by being neutered, so to speak. But no more. I'm gonna be me. But before this video, that really was not me. I mean, it was me, but also it wasn't me. And I'm hoping maybe now I can be me while still delivering good content. I really hope, and I really hope that y'all allow me to continue doing this, because I've got a lot of content planned for the next year. A lot. And I think I've got a decent variety of stuff, and I've got things up my sleeves, and I think that I have a lot of potential, and I think that you guys are going to really enjoy what I've got cooked up. So with all that said, yeah, I think that, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna tell y'all just straight up that I'm not trying to garner sympathy or anything, but I almost had a near-death experience. I almost took my own life in June, and it broke me, and it still kind of has, and things outside of this have left me broken a lot as well, and I'm not really here to make a living off of YouTube. If I do, you know, that's cool, but I'm here to just entertain and to provide good content and to make what I want at this point. Like my music career that I've briefly mentioned at the beginning, I've realized that no one matters more than I do. I know that sounds selfish, but I'm gonna make the content that I want, and I'm gonna make it entertaining, or at least try to. I don't care about views. I don't care how many people sub to me. If people sub to me, that's fucking based and rad, and you're a fucking Giga Chad in my eyes. But you know, if someone wants to do the honors, you know, and sub to me and just spread my content around, I'd be happy. But you don't have to. No one has to really, you know, do that. As long as you're watching my content and you enjoy it, that's all that matters to me at this point. I just want to leave something good, something really memorable behind. Whether it's just stupid little game or movie reviews that I just, you know, that I enjoy making, or it's something even more ambitious, something that I have planned, something that I actually do have planned for later down the line, but I don't know how it's gonna go. But anyway, I'm dragging this out a little bit, to be honest. I gotta get that watch time sum up. I gotta make all this time worthwhile. So let me just to let y'all know, there are multiple, like I mentioned earlier, multiple projects in plan, including one on everyone's favorite Harry Potter. That word because I myself. So there's gonna be one on some sports games from my childhood. There's going to be a video eventually on Among Us. I know, funny. I'm sure that y'all saw that coming given my background and such. But anyway, there's plenty more. I got shorts. I got shorts planned out. I'm not going insanely hard, but also I'm keeping in mind what I've been ranting about for the last 10 minutes now. And I'm not going to be algorithm hunting unless the algorithm decides to bless me and I get positive reception and people will clamor for more. In that case, I might chill out or try and take hold of that. Because you gotta do what you gotta do, but I'm not trying to contradict myself. I know I probably am, but if you get that opportunity, you gotta go for it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I am sorry that this droned for so long as it did, but I felt like this was necessary to talk about. My God, there's gonna be a lot of editing. Anyway, there should be someone special popping up any second now. Something that I've been kind of wanting to do for a while, and no disrespect. By the way, shout out to Art and Soul 96 on Reddit, because she made the lovely stills that I'm using right now and made all of this possible. She is worth commissioning, and please give her your love and attention. She deserves a commission because she is very, very talented. Hi, this is now February 15th at currently 3 a.m. in the morning. I wanted to share a scrapped video because I feel like there was a lot of potential in it, but I just don't really have any desire or any reason to continue it because it's pretty derivative, and what I talk about in it has already been mostly discussed in a lot of other videos. It was a video that I originally had conceptions for from the very beginning of the channel, and that I was very, very passionate about, but it just evolved and I kind of gave up on it. But I think what I made is worth attention, or at least worth showing the scraps of, because I think that I was working towards something really good, and then it was something pretty different and pretty, maybe not innovative, but for me, and considering how dog shit I am at editing stuff, as you can clearly see from this video, I think it was shaping up to be halfway decent in terms of my editing. Yeah, here it is. Thank you. Holy shit, 2 dead crewmates in medbay. Who could have done this? You're right, fellow Red Among Us crewmate who has been suspiciously at locations where there were 2 dead bodies. I'll trust you though. Oh my God, you're right, Gus. Thanks, little bro. Nightcore, the YouTube trend that took the internet by storm in the early 2010s, has evolved a lot since its inception, even making its way into the mainstream of sorts with big acts like 100 Geeks and the trend of speeding up songs for platforms like TikTok. How exactly did we get to this point where Nightcore is now generally respected, or at least somewhat popular and liked, compared to how it was scoffed at near the beginning of its lifespan? Well, taking a look back and going into Nightcore's beginnings and how it was translated into the mainstream. Before we dive into the subject more, please remember to like and subscribe. as it will help me keep going and also tell me that people actually enjoy my content. It means the world to me, it genuinely does. Before we start, what exactly is Nightcore? Thought you'd never ask. Nightcore is essentially sped up songs that have an aesthetic to them unlike any other. And by that, I mean they're either completely garbage and bullshit cash-ins by the label, or they're enhanced by being sped up and work really well. Yes, I do in fact like Nightcore, despite my multiple videos making it seem like otherwise, but not in the way that you think. Stick around to hear my thoughts on it as I dive deeper into Nightcore and the reasons why it works as well as it does. Alright, so the birth of Nightcore really begins back in the 2000s, 2001 specifically, with the Norwegian DJ duo DJ TNT and DJ SOS, aptly named Nightcore. Nightcore means we are the core of the night, so you'll dance all night long. It is quite literally the definition of Nightcore. Music meant to be danced to in the night. The duo used Nightcore as their name and would proceed to release 5 albums made up of sped up songs, primarily made up of sped up trance and Eurodance sampled songs between 2002 and 2013. I bet you could see where this is going. First Nightcore track to appear on YouTube wasn't by them, in fact. In 2006, Damn Daddy Do was released on YouTube, being the first Nightcore song on the internet. Nearly 2 decades since Nightcore was birthed on the internet, Nightcore proceeded to continue growing, being prominently featured by YouTuber Michael66631, making around 30 original Nightcore tracks over the course of 2008 and 2009. Continuing into the 2010s, Nightcore kept growing and growing and growing and growing. Yeah, Nightcore was big, and before you knew it, it was everywhere. Big Nightcore song after big Nightcore song kept rising up in popularity. It eventually led to the next phase, birth of hyperpop, bubblegum bass, faster-paced pop in general in the mid-2000s. A.G. Cook and PC Music were arguably the start of hyperpop and were heavily influenced by Nightcore and took influence from it, creating faster and more cranked up and bassy pop, deriving from a lot of subgenres of pop and music, thus creating aforementioned genre. Acts like Hannah Diamond, Girlfriend of the Year, Sophie, Charlie XCX, and the aforementioned A.G. Cook all took it to the next level and created some of the most futuristic and forward-thinking pop the world's ever heard up to that date, and it still remains as some of the most futuristic pop to this day. Nightcore in itself was still going strong in this time period, still only getting more and more popular and growing as a genre and as a big influence for the industry and other genres. Now, before we get to the funny Gex fans, what exactly helped to get Nightcore in the mainstream? Besides hyperpop, which was only still just blossoming, and only just getting popular and started around this time, up until 2018. That's right, TikTok. TikTok is what gave rise to Nightcore. Sped up music became more and more popular, with sped up edits of popular songs at the time being used as sounds for a lot of different TikToks. And it just snowballed into a norm and staple for the app. Now we can get to Gex. 100 Gex is arguably the most popular and well-known hyperpop band / act, with millions of monthly listeners and a lot of impression on culture and the music industry in general, for better or for worse. 1000 Gex is ultimately what took Nightcore into the mainstream further. The unexpected commercial success of the album led to one thing after another. Next thing you know, it starts leaking its way into every corner of the music industry, leading to more genre fusion like digicore with artists like Glive, Eric Doa, and Midwest, popularized in 2019 and arguably pioneered by 100 Gex, funny enough, all the way back in 2016 with their debut self-titled EP. Postscript of the postscript of the postscript. This entire video has been a damn postscript. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope that script, or I hope the script, I hope that that was somewhat enjoyable. Yeah. I don't really have anything else to say. What the fuck?